Of it and everything. It's like, wow, they really look like vampires. They got fangs, they got capes. Like, this is
Mhm.
crazy. So, hello, everyone. My name is Erika, and I am here from Beyond the Color. And I have Omar Garcia here with me today. We are here from both AMP World, and we will be sitting here giving you guys a little makeup tutorial of the AMP World show entitled VAMP. So, I am so excited. Omar, let's just start off. Just tell the audience a little bit about yourself before we get into, getting our face beat.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Omar Garcia. I am from Passaic, New Jersey. I marched AMP for 2 years, and I taught at Passaic High School, where I'm from as well, and I currently reside in California now.
Yes, Cali. See, he's in California and I'm in Delaware in the 20-degree weather. But anyway, so I specifically picked Omar in general because, for one, to have that male aspect when it comes to talking about makeup within the color guard, performance arts and stuff like that, but also when it comes to minorities and having makeup in color guard. So we're here to give you some little tips and tricks. And ultimately, we know that VAMP was a crowd favorite for a lot of people, and we had a lot of compliments on our uniforms, our makeups, our fangs, like everything. So I thought it'd be a cool idea to go ahead and show you guys, how we did all that. For people who sit here and take like hours and hours to do your makeup, like, oh, I don't even know how. Maybe because we're so ingrained, Omar, to like do this stuff like right away.
Like
but
30 minutes to do makeup, hair, uniform on, and ready to line up.
all of that, like 30 minutes to have all of that complete. So for all my instructors out there, for all of my students out there, I just really suggest that you consider primer. And this honestly isn't just for Black girls, but also for Caucasian people as well. Like, primer I feel like is probably good for everybody, but it shows up a lot better and a whole lot more clear if we layer that first base down with primer. And the one that I use is just the NYX version. I've actually had this primer since VAMP. You just need a dab and just put it on. We're already so dark, so that color is gonna be, you really don't even need too much to be able to let that show. Yeah. Do you use primer, Omar?
Yes, specifically for this show, since we had black eyeshadow and we would run around and sweat so much, the black eyeshadow would drip down a little bit for some of the guys as well. So I know some of us would help up the other guys out. We would definitely prime their lids first before they would get all sweaty and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot. It's an extra step, but I mean, for makeup in general, I feel like it's always a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's always funny sometimes too, because after I put the primer on, people are always like, "Oh my God, are you about to go out like that? Just the makeup you about to wear?" And I'm like, "Yep, just this primer. That's it.
Just like this.
Just like this." But yeah, friends, ultimately, you want to make sure that when you are putting your eyeshadow on, that you are basing your top lid with that primer first, just so, like I said, that eyeshadow can just show up a whole lot better onto your eyes, yeah? And it doesn't have to be perfect because, it's going to be covered if you are doing anything in regards to makeup or just concerned they can't use this type of eyeshadow because it's not going to show up on their skin. No, any color will show up on our skin. You just need to make sure that you have that base of a primer first before you even do that. When it comes to Black people, there isn't a black primer or anything like that, so it is the white primer, but I feel like it's a science behind that. Probably the white primer makes the color show up more on us, so maybe that's why it's white. If you want your eyeshadow to come up, show out and everything like that, so you can see it all the way at the top of the nosebleeds when you're in the dating arena, make sure you use the primer.
Yeah.
We try to make sure that everybody has the same makeup, and we do what we can to make everybody look the same, but we are very particular when it comes to makeup. When I tell you we have the full shebang, eyelashes, eyeliner, primer, concealer, all of that,
Mm-hmm.
So I am putting on my eyeliner next right now. So Omar, tell me, so we know that we're doing the makeup, of course, right now for the VAMP show. Mm-hmm. So what was your favorite part about being in VAMP, or, your favorite part of performing the VAMP show?
I guess just the family aspect, but specifically for that VAMP show, there's one specific part when the rifle section starts off and I'm about to put Natalie, the main protagonist, into the coffin. Mm-hmm. We just look at each other and we're just okay, we only have a couple more minutes left.
You got it.
We got it. It's an enormous good breather.
So that's the thing definitely about AMP too. I've always been in color guards where, at least in the indoor or in outdoor as well, you have a quick moment where you can sit down on the sideline and have a couple counts to breathe and stuff. Nah, that's not existent when it comes to AMP. So yeah, it was a backward smoky eye. So we're starting off with the black on the inside of the eye, and then on the outside is where we're going to go ahead and insert or apply the red eyeshadow. Yeah. How did you feel about wearing things?
The fangs were, I think, the worst part for me, at least, because my fangs were always, I forgot what size they were, but they were like the largest size. So I had like the worst list, and I couldn't close my mouth all the way. So it was just so obnoxious. And the glue, I think I still have the glue here somewhere. The denture glue was the worst part.
Yeah. Polygraph. Yep. I'm already gonna be prepared because I already know how to put these fake teeth in. There was no problem with me performing like with the fangs because I couldn't close my mouth. So ultimately, my face was naturally like.
Yeah, and I know some people have issues with theirs as well. They would like swallow them during shows or something.
Oh, yeah.
We would find it in the floor while we're folding it and stuff.
How do you feel about the current state of the marching arts?
Each program should be talking to their members specifically and being like, hey, if you have an issue, because I know AMP, we did like a whole survey as well. Because of all these topics coming up, a lot of places are starting to do that, which is really good.
For some people, I do think that it is a disregard in not wanting to learn or, you know, whatever the case may be. But overall, I think that it is just a lack of education on minorities in general. Like, look at things like how to do makeup on Black people. You know what I'm saying? Like how to sit here and do eyeshadow, or how to sit here and do a certain particular hairstyle, just to try to get these things, give your students a better education, but also give yourself a better education about the topic. I have put my eyeliner at the bottom, and I have my red at the outside with the black on the inside. Here's my finished product of my eyeshadow.
So for the boys, like I said a little earlier, we just smoked out our black eyes, popped them out. I know some boys filled in their eyebrows as well to stand out, because I know some people's eyebrows aren't as like full and stuff like that, so we would like pencil them in as well.
Thankfully for me, I kind of already have thick eyebrows as well as like that already arch. We have people, of course, that help each other out and everything like that, but we have the eyebrow king of AMP that, you know, helps out everybody, and his name just happens to be Omar. Omar literally did like everybody's like eyebrows and like makeup all the time in AMP, because I mean, if y'all look at his eyebrows, you can see why. Don't have it be a case where it's like the minorities are looking different just because you didn't find the right information to tell them or the right colors to tell them, you know, like. So I typically always put on all of my like eyeshadow stuff before I go in and to put my foundation and everything on. So now since I'm done with all that, I'm gonna go in and put my foundation on, and then my concealer, and then we also for the girls have highlight. Like girls, the females and AMP, we do full out face beat. And, you know, I do think that really does add to the uniform, the costumes, the whole big picture in general. So at first I was like, oh my God, this is a lot. Like, we are not going to a ball. But at the same time, it's like, no, like, because when you're performing, exactly, it's part of that whole look. Like, if you want to really have your students be a certain character, make sure you go full out. You know, make sure you don't hold back, go full out. And clearly that's what Lewis did, fangs, capes, and all.
No, definitely for the fangs, we all looked at him, we were like, I don't think he's serious. Like,
right.
You know, some people just drop ideas out, but the next rehearsal, he brought the fangs and just passed them out.
And we were like, wow, he's actually serious.
So I'm just going to contour the cheekbones and stuff for the rest of the look.
Like, do you think that, you know, instructors are thinking about minorities in regards to hair, makeup, costumes, whatever the case may be?
In general, sometimes a certain look or hairstyle doesn't match every single person. Places like at AMP, we get freedom, but sometimes I feel like not every place considers like their people of color. Like, say it's like 3 Spanish people and like 2 Black people, or 3 Asians, and then the rest of the color guard is all like light skin and Caucasians, like light tones. Sometimes I feel like not everyone's getting considered, which is the big issue we have now.
The design part of the show, the makeup, everything, the costumes, everything. You should really, really, really just plan whatever you're trying to do, whatever the case may be, based off of who you have. Like based off of the geographic, based off of how many boys you have, how many girls you have, African American, Caucasian, Spanish, like Puerto Rican, you know, whatever the case may be. Ultimately, you know, when you're just thinking about certain makeup styles and certain hairstyles and stuff, when it comes to color guard, you really, like I said, you have to think about everybody that you're teaching, your entire geographic, because if not, then you're gonna have some people that's gonna be mad. And I will let you know now, okay? Me, Erika, look, y'all know, ultimately, like you said, with AMP, that is something that is option as well, is to just choose different hairstyles that you want, or different makeup styles that you want for your show, whatever the case may be, and then kind of show your color guard and give them the option to pick one of the ones, or pick something that's similar and then come and show you. Like, if you can't do this hairstyle in this amount of time, then don't come to me when you know you're only gonna have a half hour to do your hair and makeup and put on your whole uniform. So I just got finished putting on my highlight. For me, it's kind of easy because I have like high cheekbones, so I just know that I just need to put the highlight on my cheekbones. And then the last thing that we have is eyelashes and lipstick. For those of you who are wondering, the eyeshadow that I use is Tarte. It's really, really good. And for African Americans, I definitely suggest it because this, like the shadows really, really come up. Like these two colors are just showed and I don't even have primer on me, you know, and that's how it looks on my eye as well. And my eye actually has primer. So my last thing that I have to do is put on lipstick. And like I said, we have like this wine color. So that's what I'm going to put on.
And then I know the rest of the boys was just contour at the top here. And then for my particular style of hair was just like a slick back, a little push.
Let me see your best vamp face. 1, 2, 3. So this is my makeup tutorial from VAMP, from, you know, AMP Winter Guard, AMP World Winter Guard. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you got some cool new tips and tricks when it comes to minorities and color guard and their makeup and hair and everything. This was a really good video. I am very, very grateful to have the eyebrow king in here, Mr. Omar.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. So yeah, I will see you guys back soon on my next episode on Beyond the Color. And also, as always, happy Black History Month.